view and for understanding point of view. So let us solve one numerical here right now. So numerical is there, that is a gas engine is supplied with natural gas of the following composition, that is CH4 is equal to 93%, C2H6 is 3%, nitrogen is 3%, CO is 1%. So this is the composition of natural gas. Okay, so fuel is consisting the CH4 has 93%, C2H6 has 3%, nitrogen has 3%, and CO has 1%. So this is the composition of natural gas. If the air fuel ratio is 30 by volume, so this is the air fuel ratio that you are supplying. Suppose we are having a system, and with that system you are supplying the air fuel ratio of 30 by volume. Calculate the analysis of dry products of the combustion. So you have to find out how much amount of the CO2 is generated from here, how much amount of carbon monoxide is generated from here, or how much amount of water is generated from here. So that you have to find out. And it can be assumed that the stoichiometric air fuel ratio is less than 30. Means what? Stoichiometric air fuel ratio is less than 30, but you are supplying the 30 air fuel ratio. What is the meaning of that? Meaning of that is you are supplying the excess air. Remember that. See, stoichiometric air fuel ratio is less than 30. Air required for this combustion is less than whatever you are supplying. We are supplying 30 air fuel ratio, but stoichiometric is less than that. Means what? You are supplying the excess air than required. Now, when you supply the excess air, then you have to take care while writing the chemical reaction, because chemical reaction will not consist the carbon monoxide, but it will have the oxygen exist in product. Okay, so let us find out how to solve it. So see, given data is that the natural gas is having the composition of 93% CH4 methane, C2H6 is 3%, and nitrogen is 3%, as well as CO is there 1%, and air fuel ratio is given 30 by volume, which is more than stoichiometric. It is mentioned in the problem. Okay, so let us go for the analysis of dry products of the combustion by volume. Means we have to find out how much amount of the combustion products are generated. Okay, so let us see. So it is mentioned that the stoichiometric air fuel ratio is less than 30, means that there is a excess air supplied with the fuel. And when you supply the excess air, the combustion equation becomes like this. CH4 plus C2H6 plus CO plus N2, and this is air. So how much air you are supplying? You are supplying 30 amount of air for 1 amount of fuel. Okay, so see how this equation I have written. We are considering that 1 kg of the fuel. If I say that 1 kg of the fuel means how much kgs of fuel is there, not C kgs, it is not kg, because this is based on the volume. Okay, so it is based on the volume. So if I am considering the one amount of the fuel I am supplying, then how much amount of CH4 I am supplying, because it is 93%, so I can say that 1.93 moles of CH4 I am supplying. 3% C2H6 is there, so 0.03 C2H6 we are supplying. 1% CO is there, so 0.01 multiplied by CO, that much CO we are having for reaction. And nitrogen is 3%, so that is 0.03 nitrate. So this is combinedly is having 1 mole of fuel. So 1 mole of fuel when you are supplying, then you require the 30 times air, because air fuel ratio is 30 by volume. By volume if you consider, so it is 30 times than the fuel. So you can write, if you are having 30 requirement of 30, in that 0.21% is oxygen, 0.79% is nitrogen you can have. So this equation will gives us the CO2. Okay, so that we have to find out how much it is. Then it will gives us H2O. Okay, and nitrogen is a inert gas. We are going to consider that it will comes nitrogen as it is. But in this case, we are having one additional thing, that the air is excess. And air is excess means oxygen is not completely utilized. Some of oxygen will leave to the product. If you are supplying the stoichiometric air, means correct air, then O2 will not be there. But in this case, we are supplying the excess air, so that's why there is O2. O2 will be there in the combustion products. Okay, now these A, B, C, D values we have to find out by balancing the equation. So you have to balance the equation and you have to find out the values of A, B, C, D. So you can consider the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen components to find out this A, B, C, D value. So let us find out it. So the element balance, you can say for carbon, the A means on this side we are having the carbon here only. So A, see, I am not considering the carbon monoxide because excess air is there, and if it is not mentioned in the problem, then you have to consider that there is a complete combustion or CO formation is not there. Okay, you may ask the question that why I have not considered the CO in products. I have not considered the CO in products because it is not mentioned in the problem that CO formation is occurs. Second reason is there that the excess air you are supplying, the complete combustion will occur, and that's why CO I am not going to consider. But if it is mentioned in the problem that CO is there, then you have to take that value also. Okay, now let us go to the finding out the ABCD value. So for that purpose, I am considering first carbon. So on this side, the carbon is here only. So A, on this side, it is 0.93 C and 0.03 multiplied by 2. So that is 0.03 multiplied by 2 plus here it is 0.01. So that balance I have taken, and if you do these calculations, then A will comes as a 1. So A value we have got 1. Okay. Now Now if you go for the hydrogen, similarly you can go for the hydrogen, it is not H2O, it is hydrogen only. Okay, it should be hydrogen. So twice B is equal to 0.93 into 4 plus zero point 0.3 into 6. Okay, so twice B, here it is hydrogen, twice B is equal to 0.93 into 4 plus 0.03 into 6. So that I have written here. If you solve this equation, then you will get B value as 1.95. B value as 1.95. Similarly, balance the oxygen. So if you balance the oxygen on product side, you will have twice A plus B plus twice C. Okay, twice A plus B plus twice C is equal to, on reactant side it is 0.1 plus 30 into 0.21 into 2. Okay, 30 into 0.21 into 2, so that will have zero point 0.1 plus 30 into 0.21, so that will comes 1.18. See here we can consider that H2 sorry O2 value, and with that O2 value you can find out the combustion products. Okay, so likewise we can solve this and we will get C is equal to 1.18. Similarly, you can find out the D value by equating the nitrogens. So if you consider for nitrogens also, so D into N2 on product side, while on reactant side it is 0.3 into 2 if you want to consider, otherwise N2 for N2 if you consider, if N2 if you consider that N2 is there, or N if you consider, then twice D, either 2 into 0.03 into 0.76 multiplied by 30 multiplied by 2. So that will comes, you will get the values of D is equal to 23.6. 76, 73. So likewise the nitrogen values are calculated. So if you find out the total moles of dry fractions, means if you add all these, then it will have the 25.91 kilomoles of the combustion products. Okay, so when you burn 1 mole of fuel, then 25.91 kilomole of combustion products will be generated. See, I am considering the dry amount of products. Means what? I am not considering the H2O in this analysis. So that you should remember. So what I am going to add here, that is A, C and D. So I am adding A, C and D. I am not considering B because B is for H2O. B is for H2O. So that's why I am not considered here. So it will comes 25.91 kilomoles that will generated when you burn 1 mole of fuel. So when you burn 1 mole of fuel, 25.91 kilomoles of dry combustion products are generated. Now see, I want to find out how much percentage of CO2 is there. So for that purpose 1 I am having divided by 25.92 because that is total. So that's why the CO2 formation is 3.86. CO2 formation is 3.86. O2 formation is 1.18 divided by 25.92, it means 4.55. Okay, and for nitrogen, that is 23.73 divided by 25.92, it's come 91%. So likewise you are having the percentage of CO2 generated, percentage of O2 generated, percentage of nitrogen generated in dry combustion products. So in tabular form, see, you can do these calculations, or if you feel that tabular form is easier, which may be given in the some textbooks, then you can refer that also. So just I have written here how the tabular form you can use. So composition CO2, O2, N2, and here we are having the proportionate volume, means moles, number of moles. So CO2 is 1, O2 is 1.18, nitrogen is 23.73. H2O we are not considering because we want the dry products of volume. We don't want that H2O should be considered. It is not the weight analysis, it is considered as a dry product analysis. So that's why the H2O is not considered here. So if you have the summation of all these combustion products, then it comes 25.91. So this is the total combustion products we are having. These are the total combustion products we are having. Now out of this total combustion products, one is CO2. So we want to find out the percentage. So how to find out the percentage? 1 divided by this multiply by 100. So that can be percentage in the volume, that is 3.86. Similarly, O2 percentage is 4.55, and if you are having the nitrogen percentage, it is coming 91.56. So if you add all these, it must comes about the 100%. So this is what the finding out the combustion products if the composition of the fuel is given. So in this problem, the composition of the fuel is given. Based on that, you can find out how much amount of the combustion products are generated. Now this is a percentage of volume. You can convert it into the mass also by multiplying this with the molecular weight. If you multiply it with the molecular weight for these values, then you will get the mass percentages, and that mass percentage you can find out by multiplying these values with the molecular weights, and you will get the percentage mass of the combustion products also. So generally the difficulty is there that the combustion products are measured in the volume basis while fuel is measured on the mass basis. So that conversion is important. So we will study it during the next numerical.